On this week's episode of On the Move, we're leaving Catalina State Park after a 1-week stay and heading over to the west side of Tucson, about 25 miles to the Pima County Ram Park Gilbert Ray Campground. While there, we'll be exploring the Sonora Desert Museum. On the way, we make a bad decision and have kind of a scary ride in, and then experience some mechanical failures when we go to leave. So here we go. Michael.
And I'm Sylvia, and we're on the move. And if you're new to our channel, welcome, and we hope that you'll continue to follow along with our journey.
Yes, Sylvia and I are both recently retired, and we're on a pretty epic RV journey from Indiana to California and back, going through 14 states over the next 5 months, about 8,000 miles. And we put out a video once a week, documenting our journey. We hope that you'll tune in, subscribe to our channel, and continue to follow us. Thank you very much for tuning in. And with that, we'll start today's episode.
Sounds good.
So day 40 of our 140-day retirement trip. You're just tuning in. I'm Michael, and Sylvia's behind the camera. And we're in Tucson. We're leaving Catalina State Park, where we spent a week. We're traveling through Tucson. We're only got like a 25-mile trek today, which is super quick and short. We're going over to a county ram park ran by Pima County, the Pima that Tucson sits in. So we're going over to Gilbert Ray, and so it's kind of trekking us across town. But again, short trip, about 50 minutes, about 25 miles, and we'll be at our next stop for another 7 days here in Tucson. So looking forward to that. We're gonna while we're there, we're gonna visit the other west side of, or I should say the other side, the west side of Saguaro National Park, and we're going to visit the Sonora Desert Museum, and then who knows what else we'll get into.
You're doing.
I know I'm rolling.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep. I'm aware.
Emmy, he's aware. Let him drive. Most men can relate to.
You know, she started this, so somehow when she's not with me, I somehow like drive and don't run into stuff. I know she.
I don't know how.
She can't quite comprehend.
I can't comprehend that.
Without her, I was gonna say I've somehow managed to go to the store and go to places, but
it's a mystery to me how you survive.
I can tell. She's like, you need to slow down. You're getting a little close. Like,
I love when you imitate my voice. So yeah, 36 going on 37 years of marriage. We know each other pretty well, and
but she apparently still thinks I'm going to hit something.
That is true. That is true. But in my defense, you are an aggressive driver. You roll up really close to people. You stop at the last minute.
I'm a lot better than this.
My brake pedal over here doesn't work when you're driving.
Thank God, 'cause I'd be through that windshield multiple times.
So we are on Gates Pass Road.
Are you kidding me?
We are. So we're going to probably have to turn around and find another route. Because we can't. Yeah. Interesting. Not good. Yeah, there's another sign. Gross weight limit, 12,000 pounds. to figure out what's going on here. So that was Harry.
Yeah, I think you were too nervous to even
Yeah,
film it,
I was gripping
it was
the
ridiculous.
sides of my seat.
And then as we're like needing both lanes to go around some turns and wait for cars to come through, two bicyclists decided to like blow past us on the
Going
left
down
side,
a steep
and then
hill.
holler out, on your left. I'm like
Like we're supposed to hear that.
Well, clearly I barely heard them.
Yeah, as they were already
Oh,
passing.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
just insanity.
a little bit.
So yeah, I messed up bad. I should have never been on this road. If you're coming to Gilbert Ray Campground, do not take Gates Pass Road if you have anything of any distance or weight. The maximum weight is 12,000 pounds. I'm close to 40,000 pulling the Jeep. Unfortunately, there was nowhere to turn around, so I had to push through. Luckily, it was a very short distance. There's a quick grade up and down. The worst part is a couple of really bad S-turns that are really tight, and I had to use the whole road to make the turns and wait on traffic. Unfortunately, Sylvia got so scared and nervous, she stopped filming, and so we didn't even capture that. This is one of those where I messed up and should have did better homework, and thank God we made it through everything okay.
It's horrible. That was so horrible.
You did good. You did a good
Yeah,
job.
Just, oh my gosh, that view is like, I was in first gear and just moping down that hill. It was, I don't know what that grade was. It was horrible.
Puckered up the whole
I
time.
was puckered up the whole time.
All
See,
right.
we probably should have came from this way
Yeah.
or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Is there a good way? Is that
There's got to be a better way than that.
definitely
I don't
avoid
know.
Gates Pass Road.
Some of the turns I'd use the whole road. I'd use the whole road. There's somebody rolling out.
Yep.
Or maybe rolling in.
Oh, coming from maybe yet a different direction.
No, we're gonna be turning right there. Yeah. Well, somebody who apparently mapped it better than me.
It didn't come through the park.
He came from that way, so it looks like maybe you come that way. I don't know. He came from that direction.
We'll definitely be doing better research for exiting the park.
Horrible. So here we go.
Gilbert Ray Campground.
Oh, man, I'm gonna need a drink.
Yeah,
My stomach is in knots.
I
right
bet. That was freaky.
now. I kind of dig it. It's definitely like totally different than what we had.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep, we're way back here.
just dodging the vegetation.
Yep.
I mean, our site I know is over, it's 45 feet and it's real wide, so we should be able to park the Jeep, I think, next to us.
We have arrived at our site at Gilbert Ray in A33. The roads are a little narrow, but the spot's pretty awesome.
So good morning from Gilbert Ray Campground in Tucson. We're right outside attached to Tucson Mountain Park, and we're just doing a walk with the dogs this morning. Let you kind of see some of these sites. This campground is very different from where we came from. So you can see the road through here is paved, and unlike where we had a paved site, these are gravel sites, but they're hard packed and they're like river rock and pea gravel, so they're real comfortable. They are 50 amp, of course 30 and 20, but no water on site. There's water spigots everywhere, but you are right in the middle of the desert. There are cacti, swirls all through your sites, which makes it a little interesting and definitely different than Catalina State Park that we just came from. So very unique. We're real close to the west side of Saguaro National Park, which we're going to visit here this week, and we're real close to the Sonora Desert Museum, which we're going to visit probably today. So looks like there's a bath facility over there, and I rarely go in those. We like being self-contained, but it's a beautiful morning. It's about 56 this morning. It's supposed to get up to like 75 today, but just swirls as far as the eye can see. Gilbert Ray is a very clean, nice campground settled in the middle of the Sonoran Desert. It's a Pima County ran campground and is part of the Tucson Mountain Park. They're back-end sites, only electricity on site. There is water and a dump station on grounds. However, there are no shower facilities on grounds, which I found interesting, which worked okay for us, as we're fine using our motorhome. But it's a 7-day stay maximum. We paid $32 a day at the time we were there, which worked out to be $252 roughly with taxes and fees. And it's a great base camp for visiting the west side of Saguaro National Park, the Sonora Desert Museum, and you can technically take a hike over to Tucson Studios. It's that close. So here we are in Site 33, Loop A. Don't hold me to this, but I believe this was listed as a 45-foot site. So not a ton of extra room, but we got everything in here. There was a little pitch in the back, but we're able to level it out. Again, vegetation in between sites, definitely a lot different than coming from Catalina. Different vegetation around us, just right in the middle of the desert. And again, a gravel site with asphalt roads through the park.
To the Arizona-Sonora Desert Museum, and Michael spied some school buses, which is always like,
Yeah, brings back some memories, but that just means there's
it's gonna be a little crowded.
I'm not like anti-kids, it just means
It's gonna be
it's
busy.
crowded. Sometimes when I worked at the zoo, like there's only two.
Okay.
You can get like 30 buses there, and it's just like
Yes. It's like everywhere you went, there were mobs of kids.
it's like
Yes.
it's to the national park. It's just right down the road.
Which we will check out later this week.
Yeah, we'll pick a day. May go back more than once since we're so close.
You never know.
We got our
America the Beautiful Park Pass.
Yep. Which look, yeah, see RV and bus parking. Okay, here we go. Here's where we need to be. All right, we're here at the Arizona-Sonora Desert Museum. So, been wanting to come here for a long time. Pretty excited. So, got a little bit of wind today, which is actually going to help with the heat. It was hot yesterday, even though it was only like 74. It felt a lot hotter. So, this is actually an AZA accredited zoo. So, though it's called museum, it's basically like a living zoo, the whole ecology of the Sonoran Desert. So we're excited. That looks like an organ pipe up there.
That's that one
Yes,
right there.
I think that might
Is
be.
that what those are called?
I think it is. I think it very well could be. You look very patriotic today.
Yeah.
I got my
This was filling it
got my
today.
matching red, white, and blue flops on today.
No.
The Desert Ark, huh?
Hey, we'll get to see some javelinas.
Yeah. Finally, huh? Which is
Finally.
kind of sad, huh?
Yeah. Two adults, please. Thank you. So that's the Sonora Desert, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So again, slightly over here into California, but mainly in southern Arizona
Yeah.
and down into Sonora. But if you want to see saguaro cactus, you gotta come to Arizona. So it's not something you think of when you think of a desert, but there are waters. It's kind of cool. Native fish of Arizona. Uh-oh, she's heading to the gift shop, folks. Here she goes. I mean, it's right here. It's right here. So what are you looking at here?
Well, you know, we
Little shot glasses.
yeah.
That one's a cool one. That one's a really cool little shot
It
glass.
really is. So that
It's
we
not
may
what
have
you
to
think.
pop back in here and grab that on the way out.
This one's 50% off.
Wonder why.
I don't know. I don't like that one as much.
It's not as pretty as that one.
Nope.
That one's
It's not a big seller.
no.
And there's a lot of stuff. Just gonna kind of do a little bit of a walkthrough. Got some books.
Oh my gosh, it just goes and goes.
Yes, it does. And then it goes downstairs, and this is kind of like the kind of traditional looking part with the shirts and.
They even have dog toys. But
Yeah.
the ornament's kind of cool.
We get us
Set it out.
get us a little tree.
True. Set it outside.
Yeah.
The campground, but
All right. One of my favorites. Reptiles and invertebrates.
going in.
Go in, folks. Go in, Larry.
Oh, there they are.
Chuck Wallace. Now these are the San Esteban. Yeah, these are the bigger. These get big. These get huge. I've worked with these guys before. Look at these fellas. They're pals. So my absolute favorite animal on earth, right here. Heloderma suspectum. This is kind of a small specimen. But nature's warning sign. Yellow and black. Don't mess with me. Arizona black. What are you over here insulting?
I'm not insulting. I like the sidelines.
Oh yeah, the little side. They're small. They have the little horns over the eyes that like
They
shit.
blend so well. Everything blends.
Well, and their movement is so cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it got out.
That, you know, you would hope not.
I'm just kidding. Oh, we got a milk snake. You think about that guy?
He's cute.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's a neat little exhibit. It's kind of like a in your yard tiger rattlesnake. Mexican boa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too exciting. Yeah. The Mojave.
Sorry, what did you say they dumbed down?
Not finding the gopher.
I don't see it. Maybe he's hanging out with Captain Stubing.
Oh boy. Here we go.
On the love boat.
Oh, here we go. She's here all week, folks.
What if it's
she's-
a gopher snake?
She's here all week. Here you go, folks.
One of the largest toads in North America.
Yep, Sonoran Desert toads. These are what they call licking toads. Can you imagine licking that thing's back to get high off
That's
of it?
disgusting. 5 MCO-DMT. It changes too quick. It says basically it's some kind of psychedelic
It is.
toxin.
Yeah, so like I said, that's what they call licking toads.
Yeah.
So people lick those, which I could never imagine. Like just looking at that guy and going, I want to lick you.
No.
And how do people figure that out? I want to lick you all over? Yeah. And then you're all like out in the desert,
And
like
over
yeah, out
again.
in the desert, like tripping out. It's like
Yikes. Says it's used as a defense mechanism against
oh yeah.
predators.
Well, if you go to eat that thing and you lick it,
Yeah,
you're like,
it's
ooh,
never meant
like
for
it
people.
stings your tongue a little bit. Yeah, and then you kind of start getting this weird bitter taste, and you don't mess with it.
Don't see it.
Yeah. All right, she's
Bark scorpion.
gonna push the button.
So it glows green. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let off. Yep.
Now you see him, or now you see him.
Yep.
Now you don't.
Where's that one?
Those are beautiful.
Yep. It's an awesome view.
Let's go to that. No.
I know I like that one Ocotillo in our over near our campsite. It's
It almost looks like a cave. Or water.
well, I think we're gonna
Walk down there. Yeah.
caves and minerals. Uh-oh. Geology staff only.
Can't go in there.
Can't go in there. Uh-oh.
Darkness ahead.
Darkness ahead. To avoid falls, don't stop. Just inside and let your eyes adjust. Did you let your eyes adjust?
Oh, they're adjusting.
All right, here she goes, pushing buttons again. Looking for some crayfish.
Let's see, bats or
I don't think the bats are in there. This is the.
I guess they would dwell in that kind of environment.
Ooh. It's dark. Do you need to hold my hand?
Here we take the loop trail. Looks like he's going for it. We've been in a handful of caves.
Yeah, been a lot of caves.
Mammoth and
But it's kind of simulating one.
Albana.
Yeah. Oh boy. Pucker. Suck it in.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my backpack off.
Oh my.
And I'm ready. You may need to start carrying that boat cap with you.
I knew it. I'd bump my head before it was all over. As long as a big stone don't come rolling out us.
Yeah.
At least this part's lighted.
Lighted,
Lit.
lit,
Lighted, lit.
illuminated.
Illuminated. Are you correcting me? I'm not sure where I'm coming out.
All right.
Alrighty, you made
Cave
it.
experience. What's
It's
up?
yeah, it's all simulated, but it
Yeah.
does give you a kind of a.
It definitely gives you the right feel. Oh my, what big ears you have.
I can hear it. Everything.
So those are, if you were a bat, that's how big your ears would be.
Ancient Arizona. I like this guy.
You may not find it during the day.
Those colors are incredible. It's like all those that iridesce. These are some little chubby squirrels.
Munching on some browse.
Phenomenon where the saguaro actually kind of fans out. It all mushes at the top. You can kind of get some lemonade, but I think the rattle is, but that they break off over time. They're basically pointed, that's the end. But when they get real flat like this one,
They've broken them. They don't grow back, but they can gain new segments when they
right. So
shed.
people say that you can how old they are. Well, not technically, because as they get older, you can kind of get some lemonade for how big the rattle is, but that they break off over time.
Sure.
You look like you took a little bit of the.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. This is mostly your stuff.
No.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
maybe half and half. I say you're taking a little bit of the Sonora Desert Museum home with you.
So are you. You're taking a little bit of the
I got-
Sonoran Desert home with you.
Yeah, I got my little cacti. I'm pretty happy with that.
We'll have to get it all set up in its new little pot and home and
Yeah.
give it a name. What you doing?
I'm gonna pull this giant battery out here.
Why?
Yeah, because every time we go to start her, she doesn't want to crank on it. Luckily, this has the auxiliary starts on it. So I can crank on these four guys, which really are designed for the throttle system, but it's a big battery.
It's a big battery.
It's a big battery. So we're gonna go replace this guy.
How much are we looking at?
Well, called around a lot of places about $300 for that battery. It's a
Youch.
get like a little bitty turn on it. There we go, should be enough. Alrighty. That's our ground size wrench. Half inch. Oh my god, it's a beast. It's a man battery.
I offered to help,
It's a man.
but he won't let me.
Oh my god. I wish I'd ate my Wheaties this morning. Oh my gosh. I gotta look that thing up.
Yeah,
I'm curious the weight on that battery.
I think it weighs more than 100 pounds.
I don't know. It's basically the size of like 2 batteries. It's ridiculous. What do I need? I need, oh my gosh, this is a big starter.
Even though the battery had been replaced with a brand new one a few days after arrival, upon our day of departure, the motorhome was completely dead, would not start. I realized that the starter had been pulling the battery down and we needed a new starter. It took longer to locate one versus replacing it and getting it installed.
It's too small.
Okay, so you need
Give me
a...
a 19. If you can get a 19 out there.
Oh.
There it is. There she is. Oh,
You okay?
yeah. Is that ridiculous or what?
Yeah.
Is that a big starter? That's a big starter.
That's a big... Everything on this thing.
That's a big starter.
So the guy you talked to said the replacement's lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is an AC Delco. Yeah, Cummins wants like almost $1,000 for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the new one, but it is a different part number,
Oh yeah.
but same manufacturer, same OEM.
Yeah, Delco Remy.
But it does have some extra parts.
Well, and then like here, it's got a ground back here. See, and the other one was grounded right off of one of the mounting bolts, but it's got a dedicated ground. And then and then here it is. It's this one. Yeah, here's your positive, which that's the part that broke off when I removed it. But then the starter wire goes up here, so this is totally different. And then apparently I saw this plug-in back here. I'm like, what does that go to?
So we don't know.
He said it's an over, I guess so you can't, which we don't have a plug for it, but on some of the newer models, it keeps the starter from like overheating. It's like, so you can't if you try to over crank it, it'll shut it down.
Okay. So you got to get up there and look at the teeth, you said.
Yeah, because the teeth, we got some teeth damage here, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. The flywheel in there, teeth look good on it, so that's good. So there's a spot for we just got to make sure that this doesn't hit up into this pump. If not, I'll have to relocate it. Pull back a little bit. Alrighty.
You gotta love finding stuff by feeling for it.
Yeah, like I said, Helen Keller could put this starter in because you could be blind because I can't see the bolt. I'm just up here reaching.
Nice.
And you gotta like be some kind of contortionist too.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Nothing like laying under here on the bottom side. I think my light went out. Yeah.
Went out. I tried to charge that stupid thing.
Yeah, I probably bumped it, so it's all good. All right, the new guy's in. I know I didn't do a very good tutorial, but I just had to get this done. So relocated this guy on the side here, this solenoid, and now it's got a dedicated ground, was grounding off one of the bolts on the starter. So we got her off there, and then we got her hot wires on. So she's all in there. She sure looks pretty. I just hope she does her job. hope that all works well. So we're gonna find out. A little bit of dirt on me.
Yeah, just a little
You
bit.
actually managed to get some.
I'm not
The
surprised.
back of my head, or
Yeah,
yeah.
you're a mess.
Where's it at?
Praise God. Outstanding. Hallelujah. It was the starter.
Yep.
We were able to get one locally and whew.
Oh. Check that out.
Thank you so much for watching today. We greatly appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel On the Move so you can continue to follow our epic RV retirement journey over the next 5 months, 8,000 miles in 14 states. And you don't want to miss next week's episode as we continue our journey into Arizona down to the southern border near the town of Ajo, where we'll be getting a view of the border wall and getting to stay in Organ Pipe National Monument for 3 days. Again, thank you so much for watching. We always greatly appreciate you, and God bless.